Hey Brick Maniacs, welcome back to another Monday Sit Rep. We got a huge build back on Restock pre-order this week, so let's take a closer look. All right, so the B-24J Liberator. I've literally been thinking all week about how I want to film this thing because this build is absolutely massive. Talking about the aircraft itself, so the B-24 came around during World War II, basically in an attempt to increase the effectiveness of the B-17, increased range being the most important part of it. It served in every single theater, had some key raids, especially in the Mediterranean, then destroying Luftwaffe encampments throughout Europe. Very, very successful precision bomber, very, very high target hit success rate. Something like that. It hit what it was shooting for quite often. Was also ideal for protecting convoys, etc., as they crossed the Atlantic, hunting U-boats, etc. So very, very successful bomber, and definitely one of the weapons that helped turn the tide, continue to turn the tide during World War II. As for the actual build itself, other than the incredible scale, which is pretty evident just having it sitting here in front of me, there is some cool composition, especially in the way the front, the nose, etc. comes together. You'll see with the way the wings integrate into the fuselage, fun portion of the build. And then obviously all the interior details, your working flaps, ailerons, all that kind of fun stuff. And then my personal favorite, which would be all of these ball joints that we have going on here. I absolutely think these are awesome. I love the composition of them. There is this stand that you can have in the back here that just kind of helps it balance, sit down, because this fuselage is heavy, very, very heavy. But obviously the build itself still relatively sturdy for a aircraft this gigantic. So on the outside, when it comes to details, printed details are pretty much exclusive to these engines here. You can see that we've got them on the props, and then there's also intakes, I believe, on the inside that are custom printed. Otherwise, we'll have to go to the inside of the fuselage to take a look at more of that stuff, which we will do here in just a moment. As for the outside, when it comes to stickers, other details, you can see that we've got some along the side of the fuselage here. And then in the back on this side as well, doing a lot of rotating here, in the back along this side as well, obviously on the marks themselves, or on the tail itself. And then here in the front, we've got different options available for the nose art, which is super cool. I love to have the customization options, and it just makes an awesome sticker sheet. So whichever one you decide not to put on your kit, I'm sure you'll find another use for, because they're absolutely awesome. I mean, really, really cool looking. Comes with a crew of 5. You can see we've got our door gunners, our rear gunners, whatever we have set up here. I've got them pulled out so that we can take a little closer look at the inside of that fuselage. Stickers, yep, over here on the wing, etc. So you can kind of see what we've got going on from all of that. But the hidden gem, the epic beauty of this kit definitely comes, hey, come on, definitely comes from the inside. Hold on there we go. And so let's dive in and take a little closer look at that right now. Okay, so jumping into the interior of this thing, as you can see here, we've got the first of our 3 minifigures sporting that custom 3D and UV printed headgear. We've got our pilots and our radio operator set up here. This is where you're gonna find a lot of the awesome printed details. You can see on that cockpit there, we've got a picture of a sweetheart, not to mention that epic control panel, and then obviously that radio station as well. A lot of fun details in the way this cockpit is composed, and then obviously those printed elements make it a very fun build during that process as well. Moving our way back here a little bit, we've got our rear gunners set up with those custom printed ammo crates, looking really sharp. And then as you can see, just kind of from the way I've got this set up here, the top of the fuselage, even after you're done with the build, really does come off nice and easy. So you do have that playability of kind of, you know, your flying play set, if you will, if that is your intent for this build. So there you have it. That is the interior action of the B-24. Let's take a closer look at some of these minifigures. So we got our 2 gunners set up here. They're 2 of the 5 minifigures that are included with this kit. As you can see, slight differences in the artwork kind of across the crew, but everything accurate and the way it should be. Like I said, comes with a crew of 5, but we do have those additional crewmen available at certain times, so make sure to keep your eyes on the restocks. But otherwise, that's pretty much everything that is included in this build. All right, so I know the last time we had this out, I'm pretty sure this is the first restock since its initial release, and so we weren't really able to take a look at a lot of the finishes because we were just examining the prototype build itself. So that hopefully gives you a little bit more of a breakdown of exactly what is included in this incredible creation. And then, like I said, it is definitely kind of the next must-have mega kit build that we've had available in the recent future. Plus, it's been one that people have been requesting for a long time. Just bring us a World War II bomber back. We want to see it. Obviously, we have the B-17 on digital instructions, but it's just not quite the same unless you can get it in actual kit form from Brickmania. So there you have it, the B-24J Liberator on restock pre-order, now available on brickmania.com. All right, Brickmaniacs, now that will just about do it, but we do have some restock still, obviously. However, they are still hard at work being printed and ready to roll out right now. So I just got a little list for you. We're going to run down it, and so you'll know everything that is back on brickmania.com. So along with the B-24 on restock pre-order, we also have the Huey Marine in medium dark flesh. We have the Vietnam War U.S. Marine Corps machine gunner. Then we have the Perfect Caliber Brick Arms M60, the Perfect Caliber Brick Arms N97 trench shotgun, and the Perfect Caliber Brick Arms M16, which I think we're just adding to the existing stock there so that everybody has their mock building needs met for Vietnam bricks. So there you have it. That is the rundown of restocks and restock pre-orders now live on brickmania.com. A couple of notes from me though. Once again, if you're in the Vallejo or San Diego area and would like to work for Brickmania, we are opening stores in those locations. So make sure to apply via our careers page on brickmania.com. And then also the movie mock contest is taken off and is already rolling along. So if you've got some ideas for that and want to join in, obviously we had some pretty epic prizes given away at the end of 2021. So we're just looking to keep those things going. And then in an additional note on that, remember that while we run these mock contests, here from the HQ, online, etc., our retail locations have Mock Monday every single month. And not only that, but there's actually an exclusive brick that you can win if you are the Mock Monday winner. That is only available at our retail locations. So make sure to check that out if you're in one of the areas and go join in at that, because they've got a whole bunch of awesome events, not just the Mock Mondays, but they got the Brickmaniacs Club. They've got some cool challenges, etc. There's lots of cool things that our retail stores are doing on the regular. So if you can, either plan a trip or you're near one of them, make sure to check those out because they are very, very cool. All right, so that will do it for the Monday Sit Rep. Thank you very much for watching.